this is crazy, people. I was just talking to texting with a buddy who lives in South America, and he's like, "What?" He told me he just saw social media posts saying that silver is banned in China, banned. And so I jumped on the bandwagon. I didn't do any research, and we're just texting back and forth. And I'm sitting here going, "Okay, what that means is the Chinese government's going to confiscate silver from their citizens and blah blah blah." And I was going down this rabbit hole like, holy shnikes. Okay, that was just hearsay. Here's really what's going on. No, and I'm getting this from credible sources. China did not literally ban silver in the sense of making it illegal to hold or use. Okay, whew, that's a little better. But there's a big commodity market story going on right now. Okay, China is restricting silver exports, and we've kind of known that. China has declared silver illegal or banned domestic ownership. Has not declared silver illegal or banned domestic ownership. I'm reading right now. Okay, what's happening is that starting January 1st this year, 26, Chinese authorities will require licenses to export silver. That is an extra. Essentially tightening how much silver can leave the country and who can sell it abroad. Only a limited number of approved exporters will be allowed to ship silver internationally. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's restrictive. If you're a regular citizen trying to just get on a plane or put some silver in your luggage or something like that, it's not going to happen. Okay, this is not a full ban, but the restrictions are severe enough that overseas buyers may effectively get much less supply. And in some chatter, people interpret that as the ban. Okay, that's what's going on. So you're hearing the real story here. And so why are they saying that? It's social media posts. Okay, there's some shorts that are phrasing it in a way that China banned the export of silver, but it's a misleading stuff. People, be careful out there. This is misleading stuff. You got to remember, I was a high school teacher for a long time, over 15 years in the classroom. I was an administrator as well, which gets more liability. And I learned that the things that come out of my mouth have to be accurate. I'm telling you, if you're, those high school teachers out there, if you say something that's just BS that rolls off your tongue, dude, those teenagers will call you out so quick, dude. They will call you to the carpet. I learned from an early age what that feels like when you accidentally, you're not, I wouldn't say lying, but something slips out that isn't true. You can't say that, Mr. So-and-so. No, you're not. And it just gets blown. You end up in the office with parents and this whole, you got to be careful. These are legitimate sources here. So, what does this mean for the markets? Okay, that's what I'm trying to get to here. It's going to create supply tensions, of course. So China's supplies are large. They're a huge share of the global silver economy. So limiting those exports, it's going to tighten the global availability. Now, we've already seen this volatile price action, people. In my video 2 days ago, it's crazy. I was saying, look, I understand that there's this community of silver holders that are hardcore, believing that, it's the real currency, paper money's not real, and this whole thing. But each person's investment journey is different. I sold some silver at the highs. It was perfect for me. And I can compare it to like my son. He bought a bunch of shares of Tesla, and he's up like thousands of dollars. He's up enough money that he can pull it out and put a down payment on a piece of land. Trust me, at his age and in the way that things are going, young people are going to have a hard time purchasing real estate. He's very savvy. Okay, he works with metal. He can build a home. He's a good carpenter. Like, he can build a home on a piece of land. For him individually, it makes a lot of sense to pull money to do something else. So don't sit there and get negative comments because this channel said to sell silver and blah blah. It's not. It's personal, people. You got to be smart. We got to make moves as savvy investors as they come up. Okay, what it means for the markets right now. Price action has already been volatile. Industrial demand matters a lot, okay, because silver isn't just a precious metal. It's a critical for things like solar, electronics, EVs, and high-end technology. You need silver. Data centers, all that kind of stuff. So, commentary. Okay, what are we seeing here? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, Elon Musk, warning about the impact on industrial supply are part of the trending narratives, though they reflect opinion on industrial strain, not official policy yet. Okay, so I'm just going through this here. Let me come down here. So there is no ban. There are export licenses that are now required, plus some restrictions. Okay, and so that's the real story. That's the real story. Now, is this going to create tension on the supply? It's going to create supply shock. Yes, it is. And honestly, people, this precious metal discussion it's kind of annoying, because okay, wow, the spot price, $75. It did hit $88 on that one wick. I'm going to show you a chart. Let's just look at that right now. Okay, here it is. Boom. Here's the silver chart. Holy, come on, people. Okay, here's the same chart that I was looking at yesterday. This is the silver futures. The silver, March 2026 futures. It's the Coinbase derivatives. Okay, so we want to stay apples to apples. I'm going to measure this thing. Okay, now so we're on the 4-hour candles now. Come on, people, are you crazy? 23.78%, almost 24%. That's what I'm talking about. In 2 days. Are you crazy? So we've got to keep our minds focused on what is, right? There it is. There's the daily. So in 2 days, basically. So that's 1, 2, the third day is showing this 23. Let me just get my other real quick. That went a little, that 0.98. I think I'm a little high up here, just a hair. So yeah, dude, it's like 23.5%, people. I mean, I don't know. I got to be careful what I say here, but is that a real stable, place to keep your money when you're seeing this get manipulated so heavily because of another country's? I mean, I don't know. Is that why we're seeing that huge drop? Because another country's political policies, that's a communist country? It's crazy, people. It's crazy. When I went and sold some of my silver, not all of it, at around $72, I go in there, I'm like, oh, they buy it at, it was $3.50 below spot. I'm like, okay, what percentage? That's kind of a high percentage. And so it didn't matter though, because I needed to do that. I called the other day. I think it was around 80 on my video. Was it yesterday or the day before? $5 behind spot. Come on, people. I'm like, dude, that's crazy talk. That is crazy talk. I think it was 5 divided by 80. I mean, that's 6.25%. I mean, that's higher than a realtor. 6.5% off the price is what you're going to get on your money. it's goofy, people. I don't know, man. This precious metal game, it doesn't seem real to me. It really doesn't. The way it's being controlled like that. So that's the part I wanted to share with y'all. And so, looking at this, we're gonna stay on this story. We're gonna continue to see if there's any more information that comes out, and I will, I'll put up my other videos here where I talk about. It was my interpretation before that big run up. Okay, the first video of my prediction, and then we'll put right here the huge run up. Thanks for checking in, everybody. Crypto Hop getting out of here. Again, on this channel, we look at all markets. We're going to start talking a little bit more about stock market stuff as I allocate things over into there. And I've done some really cool covered call trades, okay, on the swing trade scenario. Purchasing, which is very risky, call options, as well as selling call options is a much safer play. And I've learned a lot this year. I've been doing this for a long time, but I've learned some things about it. It's called the poor man's covered call that I'm going to share with y'all. I have to see how my trade plays out first, but that's all. It's just the hype. The hype is building. Don't believe the hype. It's a sequel. Sorry, I forgot the words. That was the old Flavor Flav back in the day. Wanted to share that with y'all. Thanks a lot. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy your New Year's Eve, everybody. All right, don't get too crazy out there. Peace out. Peace out.